I know that one of the things I've often appreciated about Slater and Gordon and the social workers that work there is that there is this understanding that your role is also extends to sort of education in different ways as well. So, for example, I know that you produce, is it social work in the law? Is that what it's called? Can,
Yes.
can you can you speak to that? Because I imagine that would be very interesting to a lot of the students as well.
Yeah, actually, when our service first started, the social workers in our team were struck about how much we were learning about the role on the ground in doing this work and how little we knew before we came into this role about these various areas of the law. And we felt it would be important to put together training for social workers in legal issues that they commonly come across in their work, so that they're able to have this knowledge. And so we actually put together a legal education program, which we offer right across Australia, which includes webinars and in-person seminars on a range of different legal topics that are relevant to social workers in their practice. And we also put together Social Work in the Law, which is an electronic publication we send out 3 times a year that we co-edit with the lawyers on a range of different legal topics as well that are of interest, or changes in the law, or just interesting cases that we feel would be great for social workers to know about, because we didn't really come across any of that education until we came to the firm. And so it's been a really exciting social responsibility initiative of the firm to be able to educate social workers, because we know that then that information filters on to their clients to support them around these other legal issues or entitlements and things that they may not have even been aware existed.
Thanks for speaking to that. I'll definitely link the students to those resources too.
Yeah, if any would like to join my mailing list, they're more than happy to email me and I can join them up.
And so I'm wondering whether you yourself spend much time in court, and if so, what your reflections are on the role that human service workers can play in that sort of an environment, or what some of the challenges are of working in that environment.
Yeah, so I don't have to go to court very often, but at times I do attend to provide support to a client who perhaps doesn't have a support person to attend court in that instance, or perhaps a mediation or a tribunal. The first time I ever actually attended court with a client was in my previous workplace, where I was a support person for a man who was facing criminal charges and who had a brain injury. And I was concerned that the court process wouldn't quite be aware of his brain injury and how that was impacting on him and how that influenced the matter that was taking place. And so I was a support person and an advocate for him in that setting, particularly in working together with his lawyer for them to get the information they needed to put that to the court. So they're the sort of settings that I've been involved with. Simple tips are things like dress appropriately and really just pay respect to the process, in terms of there are rules and etiquette, which I'm sure you'll find quite quickly. You stand when you hear the knock and the judge enters, and you bow to the court and you sit down. There are all of these rules and etiquette because it's about paying respect to the court and what that represents, and the importance of what that represents to our clients and to the community. And I think the other tip I would have is just ask questions of lawyers. Lawyers don't mind you actually asking them, oh, what's going on here? Or can you explain something to me? And that's how you learn, is by asking questions. But do observe and you'll pick it up pretty quickly.
Alexis, thank you so much. I don't have a lot of other questions for you, but I suppose one thing I really like to make sure that I do is just extend an opportunity for you to say anything else that perhaps I haven't covered that you think would be of interest to students.
I think one of the things that I was thinking about is this idea of some misperceptions that social workers might have about legal systems, and how that might create tensions, and how they might worry that they don't want to contact lawyers because they find them intimidating, or they're concerned that the costs are going to be high, or it's going to be inaccessible. There's so many options out there for people to access free legal advice and information on all different areas of law. Do your research, find those out, ask those questions. Nearly every area of law you can access legal advice, no win, no fee, or pro bono. Your law society in your state can point you to a lot of helpful information and resources. You have an organisation in Queensland called Basic Rights Queensland, which has a whole range of different resources and information on social security rights, disability discrimination law, and other areas. So seek out those opportunities to learn rather than relying on perhaps your preconceived ideas about law and lawyers. So I just really encourage the students to see the law as an integral facet of their work and an opportunity, rather than something that's a bit scary, an opportunity for learning and building up your little tool bag of resources that you can then use to assist clients that you work with, wherever that setting may be.
Alexis, I really like that idea of it being part of the tool bag, the toolkit that every practitioner should be cultivating. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Thanks for having me, and good luck everyone with your studies.